Hi everyone. We installed a YueMi ecosystem M2 infotainment unit and the YueMi C1 rear view camera in the Grand i10 Neos. Here's a video detailing the features of the unit. So if you're planning to buy the YueMi M2 for your car, look no further. We bought the system along with the camera and got it installed from Mahavir Agencies located on GP Road, Chennai. GP Road is considered to be the haven for car modifications and accessories in Chennai. We had a good experience from Mahavir agencies overall and would recommend them. We paid rupees 22,000 for the system, camera, plastic trim and installation. The system comes with a 2-year warranty. This video will focus only on the features of the M2 system. If you want to see the process of removing the stock system, modifying the trims and installation on the Grand i10 Neos, check out the other video on my channel. So we start the car and the unit quickly boots up to the home screen. And since we have already paired the Android device to the system, it automatically pairs to the device once you enter the car. Once it says phone book downloading, it means Android Auto is connected and it will switch to the tiled display. That's like less than 50 seconds from the moment you enter the car and start it, which is very impressive. This is the Android Auto home screen. You can add more apps to this like Amazon Music, YouTube Music, Waze, etc. Most of you are already familiar with it. Now let's go to the home screen of the device and explore the other features. Press exit here. This will, however, continue to play the music if it's playing. You can browse through the various apps from the main menu by pressing this bottom left icon or the one on the left array. Now let's go to the touchscreen response. The touchscreen is extremely fluid with zero lags whatsoever despite having just 2 GB of RAM. This is also the first time I've seen in an aftermarket unit that the touchscreen is so impressive. This is the radio. Unfortunately, I can't play the music because of copyright protection, but the reception is very good. And since the steering controls have been configured, you can change the stations from the steering controls. Press this magnifying glass and it will do a quick scan for all the available stations and auto assign them. This is the built-in music app which can play MP3, M4A, WAV and even FLAC files which YueMi has not advertised on the box. These are some of the preloaded tracks. No one uses a music player these days anyways. It's all Spotify, Amazon Music, etc. Now let's see the rear view camera's reception. Slot the gear lever into reverse and you have the 1080p rear camera output to the display. Amazingly crisp and clear as you can see, and you can also fiddle with the settings if you wish to fine tune the output, including the arrangement of the grid lines. Since the system in this car is not configured with a CAN bus, the parking sensor display is not available, else it would show up here on the left side. Additionally, if you plug in a pen drive to the USB port, you can enable recording from the rear view camera. Since we have not plugged a pen drive, it says no UDisc. If your car is CAN bus enabled, you should be getting additional displays from the HVAC system, door open status, lighting, etc. You can see the list of car manufacturers here with the various CAN bus configurations pre-configured with the infotainment unit. As far as themes go, 2 themes come preloaded. The rest you can download from the internet if you are the type who is into customizing this. To play YouTube and other content, you will have to pair the infotainment system's Wi-Fi to the internet hotspot on the phone. So we'll have to get out of Android Auto, disable Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on the phone. Wi-Fi has to be manually enabled from the settings. Internet is now connected to the phone. There you go. YouTube works just fine. Let's just test it with a trailer. Superman. And here you go, Netflix. You can enable subs too, like you would do at home.
I'm not allowed to have it at home. Mom says it's junk food.
The apps which were opened recently would show up at the bottom bar, so you can easily switch between them. Prime Video, there you go.
Reminder that we are no longer married, and she reminds me that's because I didn't take those big money meetings.
Hotstar, needless to say, works just fine. Here is a TPMS app from Treel. The only downside is the whole car doesn't show up on the screen because the top bar is too large. If only the top bar or the banner was a little less tall, everything would have nicely fit in. If you're connected to the internet, you can also see the history of the pressure and temperature variations like this. And this is the launcher. If you want to see the system apps, press on the Nova launcher and you can see all the apps like on an Android phone. You can also browse through the Android OS settings, enable developer options, etc. Here is a DSP app of the unit where you can configure the sound settings like the 13-band equalizer with the presets, loudness settings, fader and balance, crossover settings, soundstage, etc. You don't get this level of customization in the stock units, and I can tell you with the stock speakers in this car, there was a marked improvement in the sound output with this head unit. And here is the DDPi dashcam app which is configured to this system. We'll disable Wi-Fi first as the unit has to connect to the dashcam's Wi-Fi. Press the DDPi icon and press on the center of the camera lens. There you go, the live real-time display. Browse through the time bar from bottom and you can view the older videos stored from the dashcam's memory card. No need to pair it with your phone thereafter. Steering controls customization. So these are the various functions which can be configured with the steering wheel controls. For example, press mode and press mode on the steering control and that's it. It's assigned. As far as device info goes, press on the device info app and it would give you all the hardware details, the display resolution, the OS version, which is Android 11 in this case, system on a chip details, the CPU and the GPU, the display details, resolution, refresh rate, memory details, reverse view camera details, application details, etc. So that is all guys. I hope this video was useful. As I mentioned, do check out the other video which shows the installation of the system. Thank you so much. Bye and take care.